Hey, ladies and gentlemen, I hope all is well. So look on the screen, look on the screen. Life is business, and so is marriage. Oh, it's business. That's how I see it. I'm going to play this clip. And if we can get acclimated to the idea that marriage is business, there are red flags that shut up in the business deal. I am not the relationship expert. I can tell you that. I never claim to be. But a lot of women say, oh, I got me a rich man. Yep, he might be rich. Doesn't mean you are. Is your name on the assets? Those are his assets. He's a trustafarian. A trustafarian, honey. A trust is not community property. Trust me, I already know. So without further ado, let me play this recording of her experience.
I want to start this video by saying that I'm not asking for money and I'm not asking for sympathy. What I'm asking for is if you are a young 14, 16, 21-year-old girl, listen up. I drove to the grocery store. I need to grab some milk and bread and a couple of things, flipped open the pink app on my phone, and I've been sitting in my car crying ever since because I never have enough money. And why do I never have enough money? Because when I was a 19-year-old girl, I fell in love. My Mormon faith told me that I was supposed to be a stay-at-home mom. I got married. I started having babies. I dropped out of college. I never had a career. My only jobs that I ever had in life were a waitress at the Olive Garden and managing a pretzel maker in a mall. Oh, my first couple years of marriage, I decided that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, so I bought a windshield business. I was 20. And my Mormon stake president reminded me that women weren't supposed to work. So I quit my own business, handed it over to my husband, took my name off of it. I would work our family business throughout the next 24 years of my marriage, but I never got paid. I didn't have a salary. My name wasn't on it. I literally worked for room and board. That's it. I would eventually also launch a custom home building company with my uncle as the architect and my friends as the builder, my designs, my realtor. But again, because my husband was the man, his name was on all of the projects, his name was on the business. I remember one of the last custom homes that I built, we sold it and made about a $260,000 profit. That money all went into his bank account. I didn't even have a bank account. I should have said that in the beginning. I never had a bank account. He would give me little envelopes of cash to go grocery shopping with. Anyway, that house sells, the money goes in the bank. I just asked if I could buy myself a piano with the money. I had worked on building that house for 2 years. All of the money went into his bank account. Nothing was under my name. I got a piano and I got a free house to live in. And I got groceries. So I found myself divorced at age 44 just 5 years ago. And within just a few months, I was living in my car while he made about $250,000. He would eventually quit that job so that he wouldn't have to pay alimony and child support. He has only paid alimony one time ever in the 5 years since we've been divorced. Once ever. Right after my divorce, I remember being really confident about my ability to get a job. So I put together a resume. I remember one of the first interviews that I had, this management position for a windshield company, similar to the one that we had run. And the man actually laughing as he was interviewing me, like he was really sympathetic. He wasn't being a douchebag, but he was laughing. And he's like, so let me get this straight. You helped manage your family windshield business with your husband, but you were mostly a stay-at-home mom, and all you did was like the marketing and the hiring, firing, and some of the strategy for the business. But it became really apparent that I needed so many more skills to have any type of management job. I couldn't even work the basic computers. He told me in the interview, please don't apply for any more jobs like this. You are not qualified at all. You're not capable of doing this unless you go back to school and get your degree or get some different experience. And so I ended up, my first job after my divorce was $11 an hour, 4 hours a day, working as an assistant to a school teacher in elementary school. I made $44 a day. For 24 years, I lived in $1 million homes. I vacationed all over the world. I spent my summers in Hawaii. I could buy myself $500 jeans, diamond tennis bracelets. We had boats and RVs and whatever I wanted. And it never bothered me once that my financial security was dependent on that man being in love with me. I never realized that him liking me or not liking me or finding me sexy or attractive or interesting determined whether or not my children could eat, whether or not I could buy myself a fucking jug of milk and a loaf of bread. So I had my 5th surgery in 2 years, 2 weeks ago, and I'm supposed to be in bed resting, and I can't because I worked 7 days a week since my divorce 5 years ago, which is why I'm covered in paint and looking like crap. We actually have a 4-day weekend here in Tucson, and since my partner isn't working, he's working on furniture flip partner projects with me. I have no retirement. I have no savings, no education, no resume. I was almost a straight A student throughout all of my education. I went to college at age 17. I had dreams for my future. I'm working so hard to get myself out of just perpetual side hustle hell. There's not a day that goes by that I don't wonder why. Why I didn't have a fucking backup plan. Why my kids eating and having stability was dependent on a romantic relationship. Why nobody told me to put money in the bank. Why nobody told me don't have babies until you have an education and some experience. Don't have so many kids. I wish somebody had told me to put my name on our vehicle loans and to put my name on our houses. I wish somebody had told me that it's okay to put those babies in daycare for a couple days a week and go to college and have a job. And I think I need to do an entire like trad wife sequel because you can be happy and rich and loving your life like Ballerina Farm until the guy walks out. I want you guys to imagine for a minute, even rich Hannah, if Deanna walked out, if all of his financial backing and he had to sell the farm, and then what does she have? Find another rich boy to marry? I just don't want one more woman to DM me, comment, send me their stories, cry to me about how hard it is for them to support their families, and I am so tired of living my own story. We have to make this stop. Raise your daughters to be financially independent. Focus on their futures and educations just as much as you focus on your sons. I wish that someone had done that for me.
Yep. And I'm sorry, I have my allergies. Yep, yep, yep. Now look. And this happens a whole lot. That's why even myself. Oh, you could retire. You have a husband that can take you could retire. Do what? Sit at home all day? I don't cook like that. I want to hear about here, look at some recipes. What I want to do with that. I'm just not that girl, you know. Oh, exciting, get the mixer. And I got Cuisinart, and guess what? It hasn't been used. I look at it. That's nice. Blender thing, and we're gonna do some kind of drinks or something. Got a mixer for that. That's, I'm just saying. And that's just everybody's different. So at age 20, again, marriage is business. And the reason I want to say that is because if we can get used to that idea, then she would have seen early, just for speaking of women in general. Why should I buy a business and just take my name off of it? Oh, the Mormon church, and that's probably I think for all the churches. You're not supposed to work. She quit her business. Well, no offense. Where's the church now? Hello, she needs help. In the black community. Where's the church now? Just hold on to you and your man, sister. Where's the church now? Huh? A pastor. We have a high percent of black women with children who are homeless. See, people can put out here these ideas, and then it's like people live their lives by them, doesn't work out. We're the ones that came up with the great idea. What you're supposed to do, what you're not supposed to do. Where are they now? Where's the church to help this woman out? Well, yeah, that's what I thought. That's why I say your life, you and I, we're the CEO, the CFO, the COO. Act like it. Life is business, marriage is business. So what kind of business deal would it make for one person to start a business and then take your name off of it and then give it to somebody else? She purchased it. And think about it. She just literally from what she said, gave him a business. Just gave it to him. You didn't hear anything about he wrote me a check to give me what I put into it for the business, or we did an evaluation to see what it was worth. Just sign it over, take her name out, but then she's still working in it. I think the heck not. So he got free labor for 24 years. She worked in a family business for over 20 years for room and board. Life is business, so is marriage. That's a bad business deal. Again, she said she bought a windshield business and she just signed it because the Mormon church told her that you're not supposed to work. Well, how will she eat now, church? Because she has to work. They're divorced. Then he quit his job. I keep telling women to be selfish. Why? Because, baby doll, you might want to face it. The men already, y'all. You want to bet? The men already, y'all. Like I said, me, I could just, we've had a discussion. It's not going to happen. Oh, shut down YouTube. You do your trading and shut down this business and that business. And you just shut it down. Yeah, it's not going to happen. That's not what I want to do. It's not going to happen. When there's something and I can take care of everything, it's not going to happen. And this happens to me, you're going to be fine. You keep that plan in motion. And me, I just have, that's just me. The drive, that's how I function. I said, she didn't even get paid. She bought the business, but just gave it to the husband. Signed it over. Took her name off. Oh, honey, you're going to have to come up with a check. Gave the business to her husband and then she worked in it for over 20 years and didn't get paid. Money in an envelope. You didn't have a bank account. She said she worked in a family business for 24 years and never got paid. I think that's a bad business deal. So now the business owner is the free labor worker. Where do they do that at in the land of dysfunction? That man is selfish from day one. He's a dusty Dan, in my opinion. Selfish. See, a lot of men will love you as long as they can control you. The marriage benefited him, and sure as hell didn't benefit her. She lost. I'm sorry. Baby girl, you lost. The marriage benefited that man, honey. Why can't he take the kids? One alimony payment, then had a job making $250 a year, quit that job. That's very common. Dust bucket land, Dusty Dan, a little TT. It's the same old thing. Quit the job. Why? Doesn't want to pay for her. And if it means those kids suffering, he know if the children suffer, it's going to hurt the mother. He wants to hurt you. Loyalty for what? It's a two-way street, honey. And if you're not getting it, don't be a fool and give it. You lost your ever-loving mind. I wish I could have been her and raising the body standards. They come telling me, you're not supposed to work. Quit your business. You better have a hell of a check. We're going to get this business evaluated. See what the value is. I'm going to need my money out of it, the equity. And I'm not talking sweat equity. What's the value of it? I will let those church people know. Thanks, but no thanks. I'm running my life. You're not going to run me. Well, they can excommunicate you. Fine with me, sweetie. Because where is the church now? That she what a mama church at to help this lady? Where are church folks at, honey, that told you you're not supposed to work, quit your job, quit your business? Where are the church folks now? Please tell me. I bet they'll walk away. Well, we didn't know this was going to happen. That's why you plan. That's why marriage, it's a business deal. Straight up and down. That's just it. It ain't always lovey-dovey cute. Look what happened now. Even listen, and you can learn from other people. That's why in my prior relationship, and I showed you guys, honey, on that getting my allowance, I would have showed you what I was investing in. Putting a little account. I wasn't rich, no, but I said, well, and we're still good friends. So, I done came up put the invest this little money. This is 35K. That was a nice little change for a sister. You think? And I just sold some of the stock recently, like last week. Kid you not. Then she does the business for the home building with the architecture and all of that. Then they make a deal. $260,000. All the money goes into her account. Think the husband didn't offer her any money. Girl, a bad, selfish business partner. He didn't offer you, and you did all the work. All the money went into his account. She basically built a man, her windshield business, then the home business, design, and all of that. All the money went into his account. She basically built a man. 24 years of working in the business and not getting a paycheck. Husband name on everything. All the money goes into her account. And one why she mentioned living in her car. That's why I say, always have your own money. Where the $500 jeans at? Where the tennis bracelets at? Papa already sold those. Bad business deal. Because this, to me, is a business deal where you just take. 200 is all into his account. But then again, I know when things are going good and you have somebody like me with my lab mouth come along and say, hey, girl, do it this way. You're just jealous. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. You're just jealous. She has no retirement. The girl don't have a savings. What does she say now? She never have enough money. Stay at home, have kids, have some money backed up. Sounds like this man controlled it from day one. She basically built a man, and now he's offers some assets, and she probably had a lot of money to fight. So hey, and he gets to start off carefree. Might have a new chick and spurging on her, and she and those kids suffering. This again, you look at the whole thing about business deal. What kind of deal is a partner? Oh, hey, simply said, hey, girl. Well, hey, man, whatever. Let's think about it. Let's go ahead and get into a business. Oh, really? Now, yeah, let's have a business. Hey, I understand you have A, B, and C business. Okay, well, just take your name off of it and work for free and put my name on it, and all the money gonna go into my account. What kind of business deal is that? That sounds like a sucker's deal. I'm gonna ask you to respectfully leave before it gets real interesting with my mouth. I'm gonna have to respectfully decline, and you might want to get to moving real fast, yeah, because you keep talking this nonsense. I'm gonna probably talk some nonsense too, and it might not be really cute because I know how my mouth can do. Because you must think I'm a fool. You lost your love of mine. What kind of business deal is that? Well, I sign over everything and I'm gonna work for free. Room and huh? That's what happened here. She said it. All the money in his account, all the control, and he's paid the alimony one time. Let me guess, she's so trying to work so don't have money, get an attorney, and Papa trying to work so can't he make an appointment? His name is on. She has no retirement and no savings, and she sounds hella stressed out. And when men do this, again, they don't want to be responsible for their children. This is so typical of Dust Bucket 101. They want to see the kids suffer to have what they need. Why? That's the way to hurt the mother. You get it? That's the way to hurt the mom. They know what they're doing. So that's why I tell women, you better be selfish. It's about you first. Like the lady I did on a Patreon video, I'm getting married. And I told her, she is a fool. You're stupid. Because you done already told me the outline, girl, you need to run. But I'm getting married. A super fool. And part of me said, hey, I shouldn't have said that. Because I don't know. But I'm not going to, girl, I'm not going to see you walk into a fire and just say, okay, I ain't like a self-hating woman. I'm not going to do it. I'm going to give you the truth. And it may not be pretty. I'm not going to go, well, I'm sure it's going to work out. Girl, this sounds like a clown mess to me. Where they do this at? Life is business, and so is marriage. The windshield business, he's taking credit for all. And that's not uncommon at all. That's not uncommon at all. And these same men, I don't care what nationality, they'll get with a new chicken and act real differently. I'm going to do one more video, but I have to go. Another story time. I said, oh, Dusty Dan. It's in all nationalities. They come short, tall, medium-sized, handsome, ugly, butt ugly, fugly, black, white, Asian, Caucasian, Hispanic, you name it. If it's some dust, look, if it's a human being, it's a dust bug popping on Mars somewhere. Ladies, be selfish. What he wants, yeah, yeah, but things can change. And when she said that him loving her, finding her attractive, depends on what her kids can eat or not, they just sound so subservient to me. Like you can't be yourself. That's why sometimes you see women all pretty and dressed up and seem to have everything. Guess what? She's dying inside because she's not happy. Why she has a drinking problem? She has everything, so you think. She's being the way she has to be to please that man, because if not, he could walk away and she'll be in broke woman's land. The car she in might not be in her name that she's driving. Kid you not. Gotta look a certain way to please him. I might want to have my hair long. No, he likes it short. I may want to have it short. He likes it long. Gotta do to please him because he's running the show. It's a lot of that. And then they probably hoping he go first. Ooh, she might wild out. Ooh, never get married again. Oh, it worked out. But then what if it doesn't? What if it doesn't?
And managing a pretzel maker in a mall. Oh, my first couple of years of marriage, I decided that I wanted to be an entrepreneur, so I bought a windshield business. I was 20.
So see, she bought a windshield business at 20. She already had entrepreneur spirit. Then she did the other job as far as like with the housing where they had the architect and the designing portion, the architect and the realtor. But where did all the money go? Look what she could have become in her own right. But only thing that mattered was the man and her being a wife. That's what making him happy. At 20, she bought a windshield business. Look what could have become. And worked in it for 24 years and never got paid. She should be wealthy in her own right, given her drive. And the part about the job as a substitute teacher, what was it, 4 hours, $11 a day, $44. Ooh, as a day. You gotta be kidding me. This selfish from the get-go. He has to run the show, controlling. That's why you find a lot of women single. And before I put up with that, honey, see, the luxury was temporary. As I say, the one that's paying is the one that's saying. She could have been paying herself and making a say. All over to her husband. Life is business. That was a bad business deal. I have a friend now. We've been talking business, do different things. She called me about something that her husband wanted to do. And she's like, girl, I'm not. He keep on saying doing this, keep on saying that. I said, well, listen, we already had a plan. And I said, you and I already know, sweetie, that property is in an LLC. It's not community property, so he cannot make a move without you. She's like, I don't want to do it. I'm like, then don't do it. She bought it during the marriage. Mm-hmm. Girl, you better throw it up under that corporation. That was bought with your money. You know how we plan stuff. He keeps bugging me about wanting to do this. It's like do you need the money? And they don't. But he sees it and he probably wants the money from it. It's not total. It's not what you want to do, then don't do it. Make sure it's in an LLC, it's safe. He really don't do it. We say each time this happened, you like property, buy property. We already and it's now about what he wants. Is he gonna put the money into another investment? Or maybe just wants to make just look at it. So she and I we talk. And if I say, hey, we don't no, don't do it. You came up with it. I remember you and I were traveling together. You came up with that money, honey. Me, I'm tired. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go through some stuff today. I'm mainly wearing t-shirts and shorts. Okay. I don't have to put on the Armani jackets and all of that and Gucci Ferragamo pullovers and all dressed up for business. Doing the things my way, and I like comfort and relax. That's my new thing. I just love t-shirts, shorts, and my Lululemon. I mean, my workout clothes. Get dressed up when only when I need to. Do you? So her husband, he wants you to do what? Liquidate? He wants you to sell what? That's not what you want, then don't do it. Life is business. And she had a bad business deal. Again, I said that man, Dusty Dan, I'm assuming he's just selfish. So where is the church? Where are the church folk now? Where's the church at? That told her, hey, that's supposed to work. Where are they now? Where are they now to tell her husband, hey, listen, dude, you should pay your alimony as ordered by the court? Where are they now? In our community, where's Big Mama? Where's the church now for all these homeless black women and their children? Where is the church? We really like to know, Pastor Aura, Sister Aura. Where you at? Pastor Pork Chop, what's up? What are we going to do? So if you wake up and you realize you have to be selfish, you have to be the CEO, the COO, and CFO. That's who you are. Other people want to challenge that position. Well, when things go bad, when ish hits the fan, what are those people? What are they? To help you along your way. I got them going ghost on you. Life is business, and so is marriage. And this right here, like I said, who in the heck, a business partner? Oh, hey, so you bought this business with your funds, your money. Oh, hey, I want to come along and just take your name off and put my name on it and I'll run it. By the way, but you could work for me for free. You must think I'm an idiot. And so I'm going to respectfully decline. Keep talking to me. Hope it's a good day. I can stay calm. So if you want to keep this up, then we're going to probably have some other words, and I'm going to have to let you know what I really think of you, and I don't want to do that. Okay, that you're an idiot. You must think I'm a fool, but I'm not. But oh, yeah. Who told her to put back some money? Thought I was going to last forever. I don't need to do that. I bet the tennis bracelets have been sold, and unless he probably kept them, and you never don't know might give them to a new chick. And honey, these other women are so desperate. They look, a woman could die, and a man could take a tennis bracelet off his dying wife's arm, and a chick will know it and still put on, and they never had nothing. Girl, what we just put in a diamond cleaner? Oh, we sure did, honey. I mean, she's dead, so I was like, hi, it's my turn now. You do what they mean. I live it. I live it. I live it. These women don't care. Desperation is on. So marriage is business. And we need to teach our girls that. Put yourself first. I keep telling you, ladies, be selfish. Why? Because, baby, the men, they already are. And I'm out. Let me know what you all think. Thanks for watching.